What's up, guys? What's going on, man? Wow. I wanted to talk about these stats. Okay, I wanted to talk about these stats. All right. I would put them on the screen, but unfortunately, my custom upload for the overlay is not working. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay, but it is what it is. Okay. But look, just go ahead and listen to me, okay? I want you to ask yourself a couple questions, okay? And I'm not going to put the numbers on the description box. I want you to first answer this question. Ask yourself, how many number of times is a reasonable amount of times for a fighter, for the most part, okay? Just in general, okay? What's a number of times, a reasonable number of times that a fighter could clinch, all right, or initiate a clinch? Let's put it that way, okay? What's a reasonable amount of times in a fight? 30, 15? Like, in your opinion, what's a reasonable amount of times? Be as lenient as you want, 40 or whatever, right? I mean, hey, I think that's a lot, but hey, if put whatever number you want, right? Think about that number, okay? Next question, ask yourself, what's a reasonable amount of clinches to do in a round, right? In one round. What, 2 clinches maybe? Maybe 1 per minute, something like that. Maybe 3 clinches, okay, I mean, 1 per minute is still a lot to me, but hey, let's say you're as lenient as you want, okay? And then ask yourself, how many clinches is acceptable per minute? Is 1 clinch per minute good? Is, 1 minute do it, 1 minute don't. Like what? Just in your mind, just think about it, right? What's a reasonable amount of times, right? All right. So now that you've answered those questions, all right, let's go ahead and do the round by round, okay? The astonishing part that in some of these rounds, Klitschko clinched more than he landed power punches, okay? Like a lot of times you got to look at the punches and the clinches, okay? If they're too close together, like there's a problem, okay? But it is what it is. Let's go over the rounds here, okay? Round 1. Never mind that Klitschko, I'm sorry, clinched 2 times in the first 15 seconds. Never mind that, okay? Which immediately started doing it. It was very visible for the ref to do it. And oh, by the way, let me just, before I even give you the numbers, this is initiated clinches. I'm not just counting clinches in the fight, okay? A few times, Povetkin did initiate a clinch. A lot of Clinchko fans brought that up, and I counted them, okay? There was a couple times where I was like, it was hard to tell, a few times. So I didn't count those, okay? Also, it's not counting times that Klitschko just pushed down with one hand, okay? With one hand pushed down. And I'm not counting times Klitschko pushed Povetkin, which are still infractions, by the way. Those are still illegal moves, all right? So let's go over it, shall we? All right? Initiated clinches, because I've seen a lot of clinch stats before, and like they literally count every single clinch. There's incidental clinches. I did not count those, okay? So let's go ahead and go over the stats, all right? Round 1, 12 initiated clinches by Vladimir Klitschko. Round 2, 10 initiated clinches by Vladimir Klitschko. Round 3, 10 initiated clinches by Vladimir Klitschko. Round 4, 12 initiated clinches by Vladimir Klitschko. Round 5, 16 initiated clinches by Vladimir Klitschko. Round 6, 13 initiated clinches by Vladimir Klitschko. You know what those rising numbers tell me? He was getting a little tired and he was clinching to stop the action. Okay. Round 8, I'm sorry, round 7, 8, okay, initiated clinches by Vladimir Klitschko. But this is the round where he either one time did legitimately knock down Povetkin, hurt Povetkin, okay, and was throwing him in the round. So the only reason he only had 8 clinches was because he was too busy throwing the guy around, okay, and shoving him. All right, so judo throwing him, right? But 8 is still a lot, man. Like, you know what I mean? Even with all that said, round 8, 16 initiated clinches by Vladimir Klitschko. Round 9, 10 initiated clinches by Vladimir Klitschko. Round 10, 17 eliminated initiated clinches by Vladimir Klitschko. Round 11, 12 initiated clinches at round 11. Round 12, 20 initiated clinches by Vladimir Klitschko. 20. He had like 10 in the last 30 seconds. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is ridiculous. Okay, this is ridiculous. Look, in the entire fight, and keep in mind, this is just initiated clinches. Vladimir Klitschko, 156 initiated clinches. 156 in the heavyweight division where the action is slower as it is. Okay? Think about that. In a division where they throw less punches, you got this much clinching. That is 156. I'm willing to bet anything that's higher than the number you thought about at the beginning when I asked you what's a reasonable amount of clinches for a fighter to make in a fight. Okay? 156. Keep in mind, as far as aesthetically pleasing for the fight, 156 clinches, those are initiated clinches. There was about maybe a dozen clinches in the fight where it kind of just happened, okay? And there was about like 7 initiated clinches from Povetkin in the fight, 3 of which that I saw were when he was hurt in that 7th round, okay? So when you really look at it, you add Povetkin 7, like the dozen or so that just happened, and 156 that Vladimir initiated. Man, we're talking about practically over 170 clinches people had to watch in this fight. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is not boxing. Okay, I'm sorry to tell you. Okay, if we were to talk about it, 11 of the 12 rounds, double-digit, all right, clinches, all right? That is astonishing. An average of 13 clinches per round, an average of 4.3 clinches a minute, all right? Wow. Now, I've seen some alleged clinching numbers from other fighters. I know people bring them up. Alexander Maidana allegedly had 119 clinches by Alexander. However, I would actually like to see that fight to really see which ones he initiated. Okay, but still, if you really look at it in a lower weight class where there's more action, that's 40 less clinches than Vladimir did. All right, and Andre Ward allegedly did 88 initiated clinches in the Kessler fight. All right, 88, and you know, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, though, there's other things you got to keep in mind. I'm not like picking favorites here, but at the same time, a lot of guys that clinch, at least they're like punching on the inside. They're working their free hand. They're throwing uppercuts on the inside. I mean, the Vladimir holding is a little different. The guy had zero body punches in the entire fight. All right, he had that one little uppercut he was throwing inside, but you know, at the end of the day, though, yeah, the numbers are eye-opening, man. They really are. Like when you really start counting it, like you're like, holy shit! Like what I thought was reasonable, like it's just not adding up. That's a lot of clinching. Okay, that's a lot, dude. 156. And just to kind of, I just randomly watched a Gil Barker round. Okay, I watched round 2. Just randomly watched it. Okay, Gil initiated 2 clinches, Barker 0. And one of them, like, just, it was an incidental clinch. There was 3 clinches in the entire round, okay? And 2 were initiated, and it lasted, like, not even a second, okay? Not even a second. So when you really look at it, yeah, clinching happens, but that is far too much, man. This is part of the culture right here, okay? This is part of the culture, and this is what I believe they need to start doing. They need to start implementing these type of stats to the boxers, okay? Like when the fight is over, this fighter initiated this many clinches, okay? All right, I know that sounds harsh, but fuck it, okay? Yeah, and I like the media to ask them, wait, why do you think you're holding like 10 times around? Like that's what I would like to see. That's what I would like to see, honestly. If that's what it takes, that's what it's going to take. How do you clinch somebody 156 times, initiate a clinch that many times, and never once have a point taken away or even warned about it? You're not even told, hey, stop clinching. If you're not going to do it at 156 times, when are you going to do it?